Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 14 of Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tide. Things are going relatively well still. I'm actually at the top of the scoreboard now. I hadn't even noticed that happened at some point on the last video. Not that it really matters, because who goes for a score victory when they're playing Civilization, right? So we're probably going to be trying to go for our Transcendence victory. We have gained an achievement, Lingua Franca. I'm not too sure what we got that for, but apparently we did. Choose a production. Jaren has finished its observatory. Let's go and get the Xeno Sanctuary. Do we want to get the Mind Stem? Just get Mind Stems everywhere. I do want to try and get the Xenodome in the capital as well. +1 science from vivariums or +1 food from vivariums. Well, vivariums give us food, and that's normally what I'd build one for, so we'll just increase the food yield on that. Units needing orders. You are going to continue to just bombard the crap out of all these aliens on the coast because it gives us science. 22 more science, thank you very much. That alien nest has cleared. We move you down into miasma because that will let you heal up. And you can sort of come back down here as well. Now I'm moving down here with this drone because we did find that there is a resource pod here. And we're going to see if we can grab it. Not necessarily going to work, but we'll certainly give it a try. We've got our Xeno Swarm here. We are immune to miasma damage now because we have, I think it was rank 9 in Harmony to be immune to miasma. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. We've got an agreement cancelled from the Slavic Federation. Doesn't matter, we're still making positive diplomatic capital. It's actually quite decent at the moment. Let's go ahead and take another shot. We want to make sure there's no units around here when we try and land. And again, everything that gives us that extra 22 science is really good. You should be relatively safe because not much is around here. That Manticore can't reach us, so we're okay there. You guys could end up with a little bit of a problem if these guys decide to come forth. I don't think they will. That is an alien nest. We do definitely need to give that a bit of a wide berth. I'm going to try and go around the outside here and see if we can safely get to that. Because I would like that. You guys are just going to stay on alert in case he plays up. We've got the farm. So we could improve some of these crap tiles, or I could actually go ahead and purchase another one. What are we going to get next? We're actually going to get that, which is a useless tile. The titanium would be much better. So let's go ahead and grab that. We are now just going to send you directly there. I'm not even going to worry about the miasma because we're immune to it. We also want to grab the geothermal at some point as well. Now that's probably all of the decent tiles that city's going to get. Certainly all of the tiles that have some sort of yield on them. You guys just sit around. We might lose these guys, but they were only really sitting there to protect this explorer so he could sort of get away safely. Didn't actually attack though, they just kind of postured around, so that's not too bad. So let's get you all the way around here. We do have some hostile drones. We will need to move in if we want to take either of these out. The drone is the biggest threat right now because the drone can actually hover, so he could attack us in the water. The wolf beetle can't get to us, so that's fine. And I don't think this drone can reach that in one turn anyway. No, he can't. So that was the right order to do things in. You guys, I think, just literally sit on alert and do nothing. Same goes for you guys, really. You don't really have an awful lot to do. Our Xeno Swarm. You don't have an awful lot of movement, do you? For a cavalry... No, you're not the cavalry, not Xeno Cav, you're Xeno Swarm. You just move pretty damn slow. There's alert. Why don't these things have a... what was the mode called? Just sort of like guard. They can't do it. You can put them on alert, but they'll automatically wake up every turn. They don't have a fortify option. That's what I was looking for. Well, considering that Interga lost their capital, they still haven't been wiped out yet. And in fact, they're still not even the bottom of the scoreboard at the moment. So let's continue to try and get our guy over there. We've got a quest decision. This is plus 15%, well, plus 15 city strength from command centres, or plus 1 covert agent. There you go. So even if you don't necessarily want any city strength, getting extra covert agents can be useful. So we get ourselves an additional covert agent, or at least we should do on the next turn. You're going to go and take out the... You can't actually reach the Manticore from there, so we'll just cancel that for a moment. You should be able to grab that. We did actually get it. 15 culture, and we've got a pristine impossible drive. A little understood Earth technology, which seemingly creates thrust from electricity alone. This experimental technology was chosen by a handful of nations to power their spacecraft. Now, unfortunately... Oh, you do still have movement. You can get out of there. Good. We don't have quite... Yes, we do. Just enough movement to go and attack something. Of course, this isn't helping our opinion with the aliens, but we're thinning them out. You guys just stay up here on alert. Now let's go to our artifacts before we do anything else. We've got 3 artifacts here. What would we get for all 3 of them? 54 energy, don't really care. 54 science, okay, reasonable. And a pan-spectral observatory, which is a building. And it gives 100 plus 100 production for orbital units and plus 2 city orbital strike range. Okay, you know, it's a thing. Not necessarily something that I would use. I generally never use satellites in this game. I find it a little bit of a pointless mechanic. I understand it works that, you know, they're a little bit like great generals and great admirals, that they have an area of effect over certain things, but it just seems like a really, like, why have you added that? What is the point of it? That's what it feels like to me. Now I must have a look and try and remember how you actually get the victory condition, because I can't remember the specifics of it. So if we go and have a look at... it's under quests, isn't it? What have we got here? Strength and decay. We need to... Oh, still need to biopsy those alien remains. We're still looking for them. Secure... Build... What's a quarry improvement? A new stone within this planet's sediment, dubbed lattice ore. This stone takes on a crystalline structure when electrically charged. This could make an excellent building material, but would require further study. So we need to try and build a quarry on lattice ore. We need to look that up. Victory conditions. We want the Transcendence victory. So we have to research transgenics, research swarm intelligence, and research nanorobotics. I suppose we better get on that then. So we want to look for transgenics, which is not all that far away actually, and it would give us access to the Geliopod or the Geliopod. It's actually a supremacy. You don't have a high enough supremacy to build that, unfortunately. It's a Harmony Supremacy hybrid unit, a fragile but deadly melee unit that uses invisibility to outflank and ambush enemies. Specialized hunter-killer melee unit. Gives us the Gene Smelter, and it gives us the Promethean as well. So we definitely want to get that queued up. What was it after that? I've actually forgotten what the other options were. I guess we don't need to grab them straight away. So we can wait a little bit. I think even though we are building some buildings that do give us... let's move him away from the alien nest. Even though we are building some buildings that do give us points towards the Transcendence victory, I have a feeling that those points still count even if you haven't built the Mind Flower. I've got a feeling that's the way it works, but I can't be 100% certain. We're still going to farm these aliens while we can do it easily because we're getting so much... let's just move you away from the Manticore a little bit. We're getting so much science from doing it, it just makes it worthwhile. You guys just sit around on alert. I mean, these things may attack you at some point, but I don't think you have to worry too much about that. A lot of hills here. You guys just seem to move really slowly everywhere. You are going to... Well, you don't really need to clear the miasma. Yeah, I don't suppose there's any doubt... If the miasma actually worked like Fallout did in Civilization 5 and reduced the yields you got from a tile, or stopped you from being able to work the tile, then that I could understand. But it doesn't stop me from being able to work the tile, and it gives me the same yield. So there's not really any reason why I shouldn't leave the miasma there, because we don't take damage from it anymore. And anyone that tries to attack us, if they're not Harmony or aliens, they will take damage. Who caught us spying on them? Crap knows. Energy siphoned from... it was you. You caught us, did you? Do you know what? I haven't even bumped into you yet, and I don't care, so we'll just start stealing science from you instead. Panspectral Observatory. Yeah, I don't think we really need them. Dry docks, torpedo battery, sonar net. Could be useful. 7 turns, we should probably get one somewhere. Alloy foundry. You don't have titanium. We already came to that conclusion. Plus 3 production. A general 3 production increase is good. Do we have any spare... yeah, we've got a lot of guys just sitting around doing nothing now. We could assign one of them to... Let's assign somebody to ARC, because they are... not to ARC, because they're pretty much dead. They're at the bottom of the scores. We don't really care. And we can also assign somebody to the Germans, who's quite annoying. So we'll do that. You are still trying to get over to there. A couple more turns. That'll be fine. You're giving us even more stuff to shoot at. We're definitely clearing up down here. Again, these guys... They're not being attacked, though. Even though there's lots of nasty units nearby, they are leaving them alone. You, I think, just stay there, because you're guarding that tile. I just want to start having a little bit of a cheeky look with these guys. I want to see what we've got close by. Why don't we only ever move one tile at a time? Is it because everything's hills? These things move a lot further. These have got 3 movement. These are much better. Go on alert for now, though. So even though we're spying on people, I still think we're doing pretty well. What we'll do at the end of this turn here... alien domestication. Brilliantly, we've got it. And we get some more unit upgrades. One thing I did just want to quickly check on. Just want a quick look at diplomacy. Just see how much everybody likes us. Can we tell at a glance? No. So you respect us. You have a lot of respect for us, and you're quite fearful of us. You don't respect me all that much, but you fear me a lot. You respect me and you fear me. You fear me, but you don't respect me. You respect me and you fear me, and we are cooperating. Okay, good. So it doesn't look like anybody is getting any ideas about attacking us straight away. So our needle jets, which we still haven't built yet, we can upgrade those to Locust. Now, I was really using them. +2 range when the unit has full health, or +30% against air units. I wasn't really using them for intercept. I think I was more using them as a defensive measure. So I think we'll carry on going for that one. Then we've got the Brawler, which was our old... was it just the old Scout or whatever it was? So that now gets upgraded to the Marauder. So it gets 24 strength, and we can either give it all terrain costs 1 movement, or we can give it bonuses when attacking or defending in miasma. I think we'll make it a miasma power unit. And we've got the Screamer, which is... Now, which one is this? Is this the old... This is the old Cutter. So our very basic naval melee unit. So that gets upgraded to the Reaver. Automatically heal every turn, or ignore zone of control when moving. I like the idea of that. So, okay, there's some... I admit, I'm upgrading all these units and not actually getting to use them. I promise I will play another game on a higher difficulty level and actually do some warfare. But for this game, I just wanted to sort of get to grips with the mechanics and learn what I was doing. So that's why I'm not... I mean, you know, you've seen my Civ 5 playthroughs, assuming, of course, you're not someone who's new to the channel. I generally avoid war if I can help it. I know a lot of people who play Civilization 5 and tend to be very, very aggressive. And it works. You know, you can just declare war on everything, and you can win by doing that. But I generally don't like to do it. It's just the way that I play. I've still won many games, even on very high difficulties. I could move you out of the way, couldn't I? I've still won many games, even on very high difficulties, without actually having to go to war with anybody. Occasionally, sometimes someone goes to war with you and you have to defend yourself, but overall, most of the time, I barely have to fight. Smart grid. Now, what's that all about? Okay, we've got somebody here who wants to get something with us. Yeah, we'll keep that going. What's this smart grid thing that I've just heard about?
Trade is the lifeblood of nations.
Oh, that's gain energy equal to 3% of your energy reserves. We could really, really afford that. And we've got a lot of energy reserves. Let's go for that if she'll do it. Yep, I think she's done it. So that now means we get 3% of whatever we were making there, which was about, what, 3,000. So 1% would be 30. So that's like another 90 per turn. Yeah, that 155.75 from other sources. I think all of that is coming from our agreements. And that's upset a few people, but again, we don't really care about that. You have finished the Xeno Sanctuary. You still don't have a network yet. Let's go ahead and get that done. You can now get onto this tile, Progenitor Ruin. Let's go ahead and construct an expedition there. Oh, we've got a how many expeditions do you have? Ah, just one. Well, I think that one's more important than this one. There's a lot of stuff out there that hasn't been found, though. We can still keep attacking these aliens. And I think we'll just use this guy for a little bit of scouting, actually. We might find some more resource pods around. You guys, again, I think you just... I might end up just deleting these units. They're a little bit sort of, what am I doing with them? What's the point of them right now? You've built the mine? Yes, you have. So, over there and get the old geothermal. And we want to try and find where that big thing's gone. He's actually moving down there. He's trying to run away from me. Now, if he wants to attack one of my explorers, he can only attack one of them on this turn. I think I'd like to keep you there for now. Actually, there's nobody around. Let's just have a bit of a look. Yeah, that's gone. I just wanted to see what that was. It looked like it was an old station that hadn't flourished. Yeah, there's still a few units around. Let's end the turn and see what this guy does. Will he attack us? He might do. I'm fairly certain that is classed as a colossal unit. Yeah, he is attacking. Not hardly surprising. He didn't kill us off, though, which was quite good. And those units just end up suiciding themselves. Yeah, they are attacking these units now. I don't really mind them attacking these because, you know, whatever. I'm not doing anything with them. So what we can do now is we can use this guy and we can grab him. Awesome, look at that. Yeah, and we got a achievement for that, so I can only assume that that must have been a what they refer to as a colossal unit. So I guess it's these things, the Kraken, because I'm fairly certain these things are amphibious. I can't remember if there's a colossal land unit. I know there's one you used to be able to build as part of the Harmony tree. There used to be a... I can't even remember what it was now. Xenotitan. The Xenotitan is a colossal unit. Roctopus is like a satellite unit, basically. Saber is the Saber is the colossal supremacy unit, and the Throne, I think, is the colossal purity unit. Oh, it's a hybrid unit. Oh yeah, that's it. It's not because is the Saber a hybrid unit as well? Then I'm sure the Saber was the old Saber. Where are we there? I like how it actually goes to these things on the map now and shows you. Allows the Saber unique unit, which is a supremacy unit. Okay, fair enough. There's probably more in there that I hadn't noticed. The Nano Hive, the Immortal, the Lev Destroyer. Is that their colossal unit? Might be the Lev Destroyer. And the Golem. There's quite a few cool things in there. This is the one that we're currently working on unlocking here. The Gelliopod. I think they're actually all just in alphabetical order, actually. Yeah, they're all in alphabetical order. There's the Angel. There we go. That's the Supremacy unique unit. The Angel. And the Lev Destroyer, I think, is the Purity one. But I could be wrong. I think that's right. Anyway, you guys just back up. Because we might be able to kill this off eventually, and you know, it's still science. It's still free science. You're going to heal up. We could even potentially... The only problem with this guy is he doesn't move very fast. You still can't heal up in Miasma, or were you already healing? Maybe that was it. That's fine. These guys, I don't really think we need to worry about them anymore. Let's go ahead and bring these guys back. We'll keep the Xeno... Actually, have I just... No, you're the Xeno Swarm. You want to go this way. We'll keep the Xeno Swarm down there. We'll move these guys back up to protect our borders. You go on to alert. And we've completed that expedition. A free level up in Affinity. Awesome. And we've managed to grab the Tessellation Vault Pristine, an alien structure containing every known element in the periodic table. Thin layers of each material have been bonded together, stacking one after the other, and packed tightly into a nearly perfect sphere. This dense object seems to hold the record for its creators, a proven example which elements can be successfully chemically fused. Not even going to start to explain how much bullshit there is in that science, because most of the elements in the periodic table are unstable in Earth-like atmosphere and would just explode. Let alone half of them are in such small quantities they theoretically don't actually exist. So yeah. But still, how many artifacts do we have? Just the one. So can't do anything with that. Free affinity level. While before we grab one. Is there any point... Yeah, there is still stuff to grab in Harmony. And you need the... to be rank 15 to build the Mind Flower. So, I was thinking, do we spend it in one of the other things that we're probably not going to get any research in? But I don't think we do. I think we just go straight towards Harmony. And that actually gave us... let me just read that again. 3 unit upgrades. So, this is our... gunboat, that gets another upgrade now. That is awesome. That gets upgraded to the Poseidon. Automatically heal every turn, or 50% chance to scatter attacked unit to another tile. That's not always that useful, because sometimes it ends up pushing something out of range, especially if you're bombarding from land. So I think automatically heal every turn is better. Not because I really want the auto heal, I just don't want the unit that I'm shooting at moving out of range if I can help it. Also, it gives us +1 range, which makes it a much better unit. Our Striker, which is our sort of land-based ranged unit, or our Archer, essentially, that gets an upgrade now. Can move after attacking. That can actually be very useful. Let's go and give him that. And then we've got the Xeno Swarm. And, well, we'd need either 4 Purity or 4... the Prime Xeno Swarm, the True Xeno Swarm, which is basically the same unit, just with some slightly different things, but we'll just go for the Evolved Xeno Swarm. Either way, it's going to get plus 20% when in Miasma and defending, plus 20% when in Miasma and attacking, 32 strength. So we either get 20 hit points damage to adjacent units on death, or 40% when attacking. Yeah, we'll go for the one in Miasma. Hopefully we won't lose them, so we don't really want them dying if we can help it. So you're guarding that. There probably isn't a lot of point, because you're actually out of modules now. And it's going to be quite a long time before we can get you back to the city. We do need to get you to heal up, though. So I think we're going to try and get you to heal up first. Is there something we can get that gives you another... Explorers can build 3 additional expeditions. Of course, we'd have to unlock that first, so it's a little bit of a waste. I probably could get an Explorer over here if I wanted to. I think we still just leave you there for a little while. We'll continue to explore with you. You don't get a lot of movement, but there's a lot of the sea that's not uncovered. And that's as much as I can do on this turn, so I'm going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Beyond Earth Rising Tide. I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.